Welcome to today's video. In Naval Action, we're going to be looking at the damage modifier. What does it mean? How does it work? And how does it affect you in PvE and PvP? Well, as a starter, if you're looking at the very highest ranked ship or highest rating ships, you have the first rates. Obviously, as a first rate, you really don't have any other ship to worry about other than a second rate and then a first rate. The devs have stated that a third rate could potentially get a modifying damage multiplier on you, but this has been proven time and time again. It is not being put into effect. Or rather said, the system is just not working the way that there's apparently are mentioning it should. But what if I am fighting a 7th rate ship? Well, let me just go quickly grab a 7th rate, I guess, if there's something on sale. To give an example. For example, yeah, there's a great amount of example. If you're in a Lynx and you're fighting a trader cutter, and you get on the stern, you get a damage modifier. Which means, if you get rid of the armor on the stern, or the bow, you will do significantly more damage to the structure of the enemy ship. This adds into also when fighting rank 6 ships as well. Although I haven't seen it, the developers have claimed that you do still get the modifier if you are +2, -2 on the ranks. However, it seems that it's +1, +2 when I've been testing it. So if you were to then move down into rank, or up rather, as you remove yourself up, down, up and down, the rank, you go, let's say, for a snow, or a rattlesnake heavy, which is very common. The rattlesnake heavy or any other 6th rate ship, Navy brig, doesn't really matter what ship it is, but as long as it is within the rank 6 category, it will still get the critical damage modifier on the stern or bow against a 7th rate. So if you're in a brig, you will get a 100% guarantee critical damage modifier against, say, the pickle. But what if you're a 6th rank and you're fighting a 5th rank? Well, that's where the tricky part comes in. So once you move up to the rank 5, or as I call it, the frigate tier or the frigate rank, things very rapidly speed up in terms of health, armor on the sides, sails, mast, repairing, damage, the whole shebang. So if you're a 6th rate in this scenario fighting a 5th rate, I honestly haven't tested that entirely yet, but from my understanding of the modifier, it should still proc against the opponent of 5th rate as a 6th rate. But let's say you're a 5th rate, Trincomalee, Endymion, Hermione, Cerberus, Diana, Legros Ventre, doesn't matter, any 5th rate, and you're fighting a 6th rate or a 7th rate, you are getting a guaranteed 100% modifier. And so it continuously go down on the ranks as you move down. 4th rate fighting a 5th rate, same deal. 5th rate fighting a 4th rate, not the same. You will see a little bit of a damage modifier for a 5th rate into a 4th rate, but if you're fighting a 3rd rate as a 5th rate, you get no modifier. Devs do say, yes, you do get a modifier. No, you do not. This has been tested thoroughly. I fought against multiple ships. I fought as multiple different types of ships, types of ranks, and I've come with a very easy and simple conclusion, and that is that the system is either broken or bugged. It could very easily be one of two things. It could be bugged or it could be broken. Who knows at this stage? So let's say you're rank 1. Rank 1, you have plenty of ships. You have the Victory, the Loshan, the Santissima Trinidad, the Santa Ana. You have the Victor DLC. You have the brain malfunction. I think that's all of them. I think it's 6 of them right now. They all get a guaranteed 100% modified and critical modified damage against rank 3, which is third rate, Vasa, Bellona, Admiral de Ruyter, and so on and so forth. But the rank 3 ships, third rate Vasa, Admiral de Ruyter, and Bellona, they do not get that same modifying damage or multiplying damage, whatever you want to look at it, however you want to, call it. They do not get the modifying damage against a first rate. But what about trying to punch through the side armor off a first rate? Would that even be viable? No. Like, for example, this one. I have no mods. This is a pure testing build. This is just literally for me testing it right now, because I'm going through the theory of, line fighting is dead. So now we're going to be looking into boarding. There'll be another video regarding boarding. Ignore the 9-pounder medium guns. There's no long guns currently, so just ignore that. But there will be another whole topic in a video regarding this specific Santa Ana, and also a specific topic of the incoming, if not already, the boarding meta of the first rate, second rates, and potentially third rates. But they're so mobile and versatile that I don't believe that boarding is going to be meta there. But you can never really give a 100% guarantee what's going to happen there. But let's say if you are a second rate and you're fighting a first rate, it's a bit iffy there. Sometimes the multiplier hits, sometimes the multiplier doesn't hit. What do you mean by that? It hits sometimes, other times it doesn't. Well, again, like I said, it can be tricky. The system is not really 100%, I would say, fleshed out. So I'm just going to bring an example here. How healthy a Lawick Guido, which is very common, second rate. In this case, it's San Pedro. No mods, no nothing, no books. 6,682. Now, it does come down to the very specific variation of their ship bonuses, their trims, all comes down to play. But in general, you're looking around 6,000 or 5,800 health on the San Pedro. For a first rate, they can and they also cannot get the modifier. From the test I've done, it's a 50-50. If you're lucky and you get enough damage or enough cannonballs into the stern and there's no armor, you get the modifier and he's snap dead. Same with your first rate. If you have 2 first rates coming behind a third first rate who's trying to just evade, but he's in a position where it is unavoidable for him, the 2 first rates will easily knock out, I wouldn't even say the entire army, I said partially the army, but they will then get the critical modifier from the system. And then that modifier will then activate, punch in onto the structure, and with 2 first rates, you're potentially looking at half structure gone, maybe more, maybe less. It has a stupid and very vast variety on terms of the luck you can have. But what if you're a first rate and you're fighting anything out there? Well, same factor applies. A first rate will get a 100% guaranteed critical damage on any tier below it, or any rank rather below it. All evil line players, I say tier. Same with World Tanks, they also say tier. So for example, if I were to put the Endymion up against a Santana, for example this one, the Santana without any doubt have a 100% guarantee victory against the Endymion, unless the Endymion player is stuck on your ass and you're not able to juke him in a left turn and then force him into right turn, showing his nose and then deleting him right away. And yes, a fifth rate can still kill the first rate, but it will take a very long time. About 2 days ago, no, yeah, I think it's about, no, it's about 32, 36 hours ago. A very good friend of mine, a streamer named Igan, we went on to try to take on a first rate Lashawn player, crafted Lashawn, by the way, and we were both in third rates. We were in a very similar setup as this third rate right here that I got right here. And we couldn't get the multiplier. We couldn't even do anything to him. He was equally fast as us, if not fast enough to keep us in check. He also had the modifier for the mod for double hammock, which I'm gonna be honest, I'll give him the credit. That was pretty freaking smart. And the reason for the double hammock was to get even more crew. He was sitting at close to 1,500 crew on a Loshan. And for anyone new to the game, the Loshan has the most crew in the game. Now, I'm moving off topic here, so let's roll it back a little bit here and back to topic. If you are, once again, a third rate, you're fighting a first rate, good luck. Just good luck. You show your nose, he will get modifier, 100% guarantee. You show your stern, kiss your ass goodbye. Literally. If you like this topic and you want to see more videos about said topics when it comes to critical gameplay, critical systems in the game, crew, sails, masts, sailing, PvP, or just in general the state of line fighting right now, because I'm going to be honest, it's a joke. The last big line fight that happened was a joke. Not a single ship died other than, you would close in for the boarding. Hence the question early in the video, if you like to see a video about the potential boarding meta. So, if you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you hated it, thumbs down. And I'll see you guys on the next video of a new topic regarding naval action and the latest changes of the game. Should you also want some other topic, comment in the comment section below, and I'll get right to it, and I will make these videos and I'll pump them out as soon as I can and as fast as I can to then help the community and you as a veteran player or a new player to try to understand the new and very intricate systems that the developers really want to put into the game for no obvious reasons at all. I'll catch you guys on the next one.